What's good, everybody? So, I'm here to talk about two video game franchise movies that I grew up loving, that we all grew up in love, that now have become successful movies and has been doing a thing at the box office. But in my opinion, I say that one of these franchises is going to be more successful than the other one. The two that I'm talking about is Super Mario Brothers, who just came out, and Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, as I said, both films that came out, they did good at the box office. Super Mario Brothers just came out, doing big numbers at the box office, still going strong. Sonic the Hedgehog came out, two movies, did good at the box office. Now they're working on three. But these are my opinions why I feel that the Super Mario Brothers film and their franchises, because we know they're going to make a second one, is going to be more successful than the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. So let's get into it. Let's start with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Sonic is a character that, when Sega came out, Sega Genesis and Sega, when they came out, was big. They came out, they did their thing. And I would say that Sonic the Hedgehog was kind of like Sega's version of Super Mario Brothers. They didn't have the mushrooms and all those things, but you had like the rings, you had all these other things that he was doing. So that's why I say like it was their answer to Nintendo with Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers was the big franchise that helped launch Nintendo, and Sega had Sonic the Hedgehog that was their big franchise, big franchise character that boosted up for Sega. Now, when the films came out, first one came out, kicked ass at the box office, did a thing. Sonic 2 came out. That's when they had Knuckles and Tails up in there. Was another successful film. Both films combined together for Sonic the Hedgehog did a total of $724 million worldwide. Now, it's not the billion-dollar mark, but 724 is not bad. And we know it's definitely not bad because the studio said, you know what, we're going to make a third movie. So the third movie's in the works now that they're working on that. But this is my thing with Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Sonic is one of those characters um that what they're trying to do is that they're trying to uh create the fan base for Sonic in this new era. Now, some of us who grew up, who had Sega Genesis, or even if you didn't have a Sega Genesis, you knew about Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, we knew about it. We played the game. So when the movie came out, some of us was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Some people went to see it. Some people didn't go see it. You had some kids that like it. You had some kids that didn't like it. You know, and what I feel like what they're trying to do now is that they're trying to build the Sonic brand, and they're trying to introduce it to this new era, new audience of fan base of people and kids to say, hey, Sonic the Hedgehog, he's this, he's that. This is why you should love it. Da 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 da. But I don't think, and from what I've seen so far, that the Sonic the Hedgehog brand is doing okay, but it just doesn't have that appeal to where it's generating enough interest. So not saying it's not generating interest, but to me, it's just not generating enough interest to get people to have people interested in it like that. Now they got the third movie coming out, as I said, and we're just gonna see how that one goes. But my take on it is that I just feel that Sonic is just not a strong enough character to where people are that really attracted to him to say, hey, I want to see this, or hey, let me grab some merchandise, so that sort of thing. Now, with the third one come out, things may change. I don't know. But the first two films, as I said, they were successful. But I just feel that overall, Sonic, he's just not a strong enough character. Now we've seen what they've been doing, trying to market him out there, trying to tell people about him, trying to get that fan base growing. But sometimes you can do all you can, but if the character is just not that appealing to the audience, then it's not. It's just not. It's the same thing even with the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers at one point they had this really huge fan base, and Power Rangers Mania was just global, worldwide. But now they've tried to release the Power Rangers movie, and then they did the one on Netflix. And they just were not successful. They just did not generate enough traffic to get people to fall in love with them again. People like, oh, Power Rangers, oh, okay, but just not enough. Just not enough traffic, you know. So that's my take on Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, when it comes to Super Mario Brothers, why I said that the Super Mario Brothers films and their franchise and the films are going to be more successful than Sonic the Hedgehog is because Mario is a global, worldwide known character. You know, he is a global, worldwide character. Nintendo, he was Nintendo's golden boy. What Mario did for Nintendo is like what Jordan did for Nike. Nintendo came out, Mario put them on the map. And ever since then, Nintendo had just seen nothing but success. And Mario has this huge fan base of not only men, but women who love him. And not just with the old school cats like myself who love Mario, but even now with some of the new generation, they love Mario. They grew up, they're finding out things about Mario. And you can even see with the Nintendo games that's being released now, people are buying more than Nintendo games, and Mario is selling to the point that is the fan base for Mario has gotten, it was already big, but it's getting bigger. And then when they tried to do the Super Mario Brothers live action movie years ago, it didn't work. People was just like, I'm just not feeling it, and then they kind of stopped for a minute. So when they said that they was gonna bring a Super Mario Brothers back, but they're gonna make it as an animation film, some people were kind of like, I don't know, because of the last film that they tried to do. But when this film came out, the animation version of it, it was so much hype around it with the trailer, with the um the film and everything. It just really did so good to where now it's dominating and kicking ass at the box office. So right now the film has made 377 plus $1 million so far. Now, they're going to make over $400 million going into this weekend. And my opinion, I think that it's going to make $1 billion. If it doesn't make $1 billion, it's going to get damn close to $1 billion. You know, it's going to get close to it. And because, and another reason why I say that this is going to be successful, because when you look at the premiere for Mario Brothers, when you look at since the movie came out, you've seen so many people, adults dressed up like the characters, going to see the movie. You've seen the Mario merchandise is back on the market, the T-shirts, the video games that it's just been flying off the shelves. People have been buying it like hotcakes, you know. And if you haven't saw the movie, you need to see the movie because it's a good movie. And not only that, but we all know they're going to make a sequel. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Super Mario Brothers is going to get a sequel. You know, that's going to happen. And the Mario's Brothers brand, like I said, it's a global brand that once they did the movie and they did it the right way, like they did now, the buzz is strong. People who haven't seen the movie are going to see the movie. A lot of people who grew up on the video game is going to see the movie. I saw the movie, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna go see it again for a second time. But it's just now it's all about Super Mario Brothers. And it's just like I said, it's just kicking ass at the box office. So I would say, and then not only that, going into the summer now is that you got a lot of people that's going to be getting out of school. Some people on spring break now, uh, who's going to go see the film. You have a lot of people who probably haven't seen the film that's going to see the film. But a lot of people I know who I recommend a movie to go see it, they say that they love the film, and they say that their kids love the film. You know, so and and the merchandise for the movie that they've been selling, and not just overall, it's just really been really good for the Mario Brothers brand. So that's why I said that the Super Mario Brothers film is going to beat out the Sonic the Hedgehog films. And when they drop the sequel for Super Mario Brothers, which we know they're going to do, I think that the sequel is going to do better than the first one. Hopefully, if they doesn't make any changes, it don't mess it up. But overall, compared to these two franchises, comparing them together, this is why I said the Mario Brothers franchise is going to be more successful and going to do better than the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Now, don't get me wrong; these are both two franchises that's very successful, but Mario just has that edge over Sonic the Hedgehog for years, and he's still going to have that edge. As I said, he's like what Jordan was to Nike. That's what Mario Brothers is to Nintendo. And it's going to keep selling. It's going to keep selling. It's going to just keep going up, and the merchandise is going to be flying off the roof. So don't be shocked when you see. Well, I wouldn't say don't be shocked, but you're starting to see now more people wearing a lot of Mario Brothers merchandise, the T-shirts, the jackets, the hats, anything with Mario Brothers now is just flying off the shelf. But you didn't see that with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. You didn't see too many people rocking a lot of Sonic merchandise. You didn't see too many people picking up a lot of Sonic merchandise or the games or anything as they did with Mario. And that's why I just said that this is why Mario is dominating the market, and he's going to continue to dominate the market. So Sonic the Hedgehog, they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna be successful. But overall, I'm gonna go with Mario over Sonic. So that's my opinion why I say that Super Mario is gonna be more successful than Sonic. But you all let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel that the Super Mario Brothers franchise films are gonna be more successful than Sonic, or you don't? Let me know what's your thoughts about it. And until then, stay tuned.